I see what ho, chaps and chabbits, GameChap and Bertie here.
Yes,
here to bring you the top 10 changes and differences in Super Mario Maker 2 as compared with the original game. So let's get right into our list here. Now, firstly, one thing I'm noticing here is in the Super Mario Bros. 3 theme, small characters can now crouch. You couldn't do that in the original game.
Okay, so this is going to be useful for going under small little...
Well, gaps. I mean,
gaps.
I suppose so. To be honest, I don't really see how useful that's going to be because if you're already small, you're one block high by default, so it doesn't give you too much more of an advantage to be able to crouch, but perhaps it could be useful for those tight jumps with low ceilings, dodging incoming projectiles, etc.
Maybe sliding, going under things.
Perhaps sliding, I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. Now, also, this is quite exciting here. Change number 2 is some levels are actually going to have new music by Koji Kondo. Now, this chap is the veteran composer of the original Super Mario Bros. Theme, so he's been composing Mario music since the dawn of time. There's going to be new music for example, the Mario Bros. 3 snow levels, and also a brand new theme, which is new to this game, for the forest levels in Super Mario World. Of course, the original Super Mario World just used the overworld theme, but now we're going to get a forest level theme for the Super Mario World style.
So these are new themes then coming in and have been done by Kondo.
Yes, that's right, Koji Kondo.
Right,
he is, of course, the composer of all composers, that man. Yes, so that's exciting.
So number 3 here, Amiibo Support. As we know in the last one, Amiibos worked fine. Well, apparently, Amiibos won't be working on this one.
Okay, so perhaps we won't be seeing mystery mushrooms in Super Mario Maker 2. That's quite a big difference, but let's not jump to conclusions. Perhaps Nintendo have done that for a reason, and they've got something else in there to replace the role that mystery mushrooms once played.
Well, maybe they'll bring it in at the last minute, perhaps.
I don't know, perhaps a patch, an update. It could be perhaps that they're looking to bring that in later down the line. Of course, you didn't have mystery mushrooms in Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS either, so and I don't suppose players miss them awfully much in that game. Perhaps, I don't know, will we see the skinny mushroom in this as well, or the weird mushroom? I don't know whether that will make a comeback in Mario Maker 2, but they're certainly playing around with the items here.
Yes, indeed they are, yes. Now, another thing, number 4, is they're going to add a story mode to this one, which of course we did not have in the last one.
This is quite a big difference, yes. Of course, in the original Super Mario Maker, as you may know, you actually had those single-player levels you could play with maybe 10 courses, 100 courses, or however many they were to get through. But in this game, Super Mario Maker 2, you'll actually have a full story mode to play, where you will be able to repair Princess Peach's castle using coins you earn by completing levels, etc. and so forth. So adding a bit of story to the Mario Maker series, which I think is quite an exciting first for this particular game.
Well, it's a big thing and it's very different indeed to the last one, so there we are.
Yes, players are definitely going to want to get through that, and of course we don't yet know what the reward will be for beating story mode. Perhaps that'll unlock something new or useful or secret, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see.
New features maybe?
It might do, so we don't necessarily know everything that's going to happen. So also here, number 5 on our list, you can now play as, Luigi, Toad and Toadette.
So there are more characters to play with.
Now, understand though, they don't actually change their sort of properties, so Luigi hasn't got a high jump or a slippy run, etc. and so forth. They all play exactly the same as Mario. It's purely cosmetic, but of course it means when you're playing multiplayer, for example, local multiplayer, you can now play as your preferred Mario character.
That's rather fun, I suppose, yes. So different characters adds a little bit of spice to it, a bit of fun.
You may also be able to play as Luigi in single-player mode, but we'll have to see whether or not that one's true. But speaking of Luigi, he's got some new sprites, which is quite exciting. So Luigi now has a new Fire Luigi appearance in Super Mario Bros. And also, in his Super Mario World style, he's got a new appearance there. Now, I thought they'd reuse the Super Mario All-Stars version of Super Mario World, his sprite from that game, but actually they didn't. His head has the appearance of the remake of Mario World in the All-Stars version, but his body is actually looking a bit more like Mario's. It's that sort of round, tubby body, so it's not quite, tall, lanky Luigi. It's kind of Luigi Mario, really.
So they sort of taken Luigi's head and put it on Mario then, is that what they've done?
Yes, sort of, and, changed the colour of his clothes. So, but he is still Luigi, and I think Luigi fans will be satisfied. I think it's quite a good appearance for him.
Right, so that's Luigi then coming in there as well, and there's also been, just looking at number 6 here, many graphical changes.
Right.
So let's talk about those for a minute.
Yes, for example, in some of the Super Mario World courses you'll be playing through, you can actually see some of the stages from the original game in the background as you're playing through the level, which is quite a nice touch. Also, in that game appearance, Fire Toad's cap has been changed from yellow to blue in colour. In the new Super Mario Bros. Style, there's now an animation for spiny eggs.
Right.
And in the Super Mario 3D World game style, when you touch the flagpole, it no longer turns gold. So all these sort of small and minor yet perhaps quite consequential changes, when you add them all cobbled together that will really alter the appearance of the Mario Maker game and perhaps bring it a bit up to date and modernize it. Perhaps they're trying to go for a more unified look between the styles, you know. For example, they don't want one style to differ too much from the other styles, but suitably different, so you know, oh yes, that's Mario World, that's Mario 3D Land, 3D World, I mean, etc. and so forth.
Well, yes, indeed. Now, here's an interesting one. You know those courses that you sort of don't like and you see, oh, I don't think that was very good, whatever. What they've done this time is add an option for you to actually downvote courses that you see.
Ah, now that's quite an important one. Okay, yes, there's a new button that you can click to say either I like it, you know, you sort of appreciate the course you've just played, or you can press the boo button. Boo! 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 Yes, that's right. So we don't know what effect that's going to have, that boo button, but I would assume and perhaps guess here that if a course gets too many boos, it might perhaps be downranked or, you know, pushed to the bottom of the pile. Perhaps this, therefore, might help to eliminate spam or troll courses, you know, those ones that kill you straight away, ones that are almost impossible to complete, etc. and so forth. Really, the sort of the undesirable courses of Mario Maker. We've all been there. I mean, I was actually playing today, in fact, for this video, as you can see, and I got 10 bad courses in a row. Can you believe it? 10 terrible courses in a row. I would have liked the boo button right then, I can assure you.
Well, yes, but I'm just picking up on that. So if indeed pressing the boo button does downvote it, it doesn't just show, I mean, it might just show the people that, you know, there's a lot of people that have downvoted it. But if it does indeed downvote it itself and put it down in the list,
downrank it, yes.
Or downrank it, as it were, yes. So, surely this is an option or an opening for abuse. You know, people could just get a great course and just decide to spam it and boo it.
Well, you know, that would have to be an online campaign sort of thing, and I don't really think, you know, people would actually go to those lengths. I mean, they might do, but I think for the most part this is going to be quite a robust system. At least I hope so. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm certainly looking forward to having to deal with less spam and troll courses in Mario Maker. It's quite bad in the original, I must say. You have to keep skipping and skipping and skipping sometimes. It's absolutely absurd, but yes. Also, of course, you will be able to play online with randoms and local play with your friends in Super Mario Maker 2. That is really quite exciting. Of course, when I say multiplayer, I don't mean, you know, just handing the controller to the next person. You can actually play at the same time in the same course. That's exciting.
Well, that's a big difference. Yes, of course, that adds a lot of fun to it, of course.
That adds a huge amount of depth. You know, of course, the original Super Mario Bros. Wii, you know, Super Mario 3D World, etc. and so forth, they were really enhanced by that simultaneous multiplayer element. And I think Mario Maker 2 is going to really benefit from this as well.
Yes, I think it will indeed. And of course, number 10 here, we've got this idea, and not idea, it actually is so, endless challenge.
Endless challenge.
So your level doesn't end.
Well, not the level itself, but all the levels that are coming at you. There's one level after the other, and you never actually get to rescue Princess Peach, I suppose. It's just a sort of, you know, an endless mode to see how far you can get. And of course, if you do particularly well in that mode, you might just get a high score on the online leaderboard. So that'll be an exciting challenge, perhaps, for the most persistent or expert or pro players, however you want to call them.
But I wonder how many Marios you get to do that.
I don't know. Perhaps 100. Perhaps it's a time limit. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Maybe you get 10. We don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
But there we are, Fedeo. So crouching small characters, new music. Perhaps we're saying goodbye to Amiibos, story mode, the ability to play as Luigi, new sprites, Batman. Yes, multiplayer, graphical changes, downvoting courses, and endless challenge. What do you think of all these exciting new changes in Super Mario Maker 2? To be honest, I can't wait.
No, neither can I, actually. Splitting.
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to Super Mario Maker 2, and I'm sure we'll have some gameplay for you when that comes out. This has been GameChap and Bertie. Thank you both kindly for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you once more in the next exciting video. Until then...